So just a couple of program notes as we're now in our third week of daily masses. If you're here early and you're a lector, you like to read, or you're decent at reading, come on up. And right now we're reading from this side because we're going back virtually to the folks watching at home, so you're on camera. You might have to comb your hair if you're going to be a lector or something like that. And we're reading from the cantor stand rather than the ambo because we use one camera during the week and multiple cameras on the weekends. So if you'd like to do that, don't hesitate to even sit up here at the beginning. You just alert us. Eucharistic ministers, priest is pretty good, I think, because we're not using the chalice yet, and we go through the mass with the priest and the purell before he gives out communion. If Father Ed's here, and I'll start to bring him up as he's comfortable. He's living down the shore, but when he comes up, I would ask somebody to be a Eucharistic minister for him rather than him go down and do communion at this point. So if you feel healthy and you're here and Father Ed's saying don't hesitate to be his caddy, you might check with him ahead of time just early. So the stories today. So Amos, the prophet, was yelling at the people in the northern kingdom, 8th century BC, and he's talking to them and he's saying, it's all lip service. You haven't internalized anything. You're going through the liturgical eye candy, the rituals, but you haven't really absorbed it, haven't taken it in here. And of course, Jesus, and I've had the good fortune to be in that section. It's on the other side of the Sea of Galilee, so it's away from the side where the Beatitudes were, where everything happened on the west side of the Sea of Galilee. This is on the east side, toward the Jordan, toward the kingdom of Jordan. And there Jesus was on the other side of the lake, and he chased all these demoniacs into a swineherd. And I stood up on it. It's a steep hill, and that's where they charged down, and the swineherd, all these pigs died. Then the people came out to see Jesus, and they said, hey, would you hit the bricks, leave? And it's kind of an interesting, one, he got rid of their herd of pigs, number one, and they probably annoyed at that. But two, they also, they saw the ecclesiastical fireworks, and they probably, didn't want to go much deeper into the life of the Spirit than where they were. They wanted to tip their toe in the water, but not jump in case they caught the whole concept of spirituality and religion, and that's part of it. We also honor Sarah today, Father Sarah. As you know, he was a Spanish Franciscan, wanted to be a missionary, came over and was in headquarters in Mexico City, and they sent him really to develop California, which was really, the wilds, as it was until we put the Transcontinental Railroad in. When you really think of it, it was just way out there. And as the Franciscans went up and down the coast, all the cities were named after saints. Santa Barbara, Santa Rosa, Los Angeles, the city of the angels, San Diego, St. James, San Jose. So they named it's a very Catholic named state, and controversial because of the way he colonized the people, as kind of the way we look at Columbus, and he came and he brought the European ways, he brought certainly the Spanish Anglo ways. Junipero Serra brought them to California, and there are those people today who spoke against him when his cause for sainthood was coming up heavily. But having said that, the alternative is no evangelization at all. And of course, you and I look back at many of these people from 2020, and they were doing all this in the 17th and the 18th century. So it's a tough, cruel eye that looks from hindsight, but it is what it is today. Remember that.